Hey, everybody, what's going on? What is going on, everyone? Everybody on the online world, we're live. Facebook, we're live. YouTube, we're live. Anchor FM, we're just live. And I wanted to give an update on my boo recent purchase of the DJI Mavic Air. Boom. See how small that is? We did a whole video on that. You can go on YouTube or search for it. How small that is and how small it's stored in this little thing, pretty much as big as my phone. I always like to do a video when I'm asked about something over and over. So I've been flying this thing pretty much every day. And since flying it, what's up, Patrick? Since flying the DJI Mavic Air, I'm loving it. I've done everything I can to it. I've used like all the features almost. I've even, I saw today recently, chipped a propeller, whatnot, but you have extra propellers, so that's okay. And it still flies with that, whatnot, and it's very lightweight. But this thing is awesome. I'm loving it. Even flew it a little bit in light rain. It's still going fast, and I'm loving it. And so I know business-wise, I'm gonna get a lot out of this purchase. And even like kids, every time I take this out, kids are like, whoa, let's see that drone. And how much is that drone? Now, what I always tell the kids, everybody, this drone is $900 and it comes with a little controller, but you can fly it without a controller locally, just real close to you. But this $900 drone, there's a $400 model called the Spark, which does similar things. And I'm thinking also of possibly getting the Spark because you can take the Spark and travel and put it in your backpack, put it on your back, and USB charge it, where you can't do that with this one. It always has to be plugged in into, the wall or whatnot. And it doesn't take long to charge. I've charged it for like 45 minutes and got the same amount of flight time pretty much. But this investment, and this is what it was, an investment, this toy, for photos for when I travel. And I wanted to be able to capture all the countries and get that aerial view that used to cost so much money to do. And so that's why I bought it. So I tell the kids, hey, get the $400 DJI Spark, play around with that. And if you can't do that, my first drone was like $80, $90. And I crashed and did everything with that. But it was, it wasn't like flying this. This thing is beautiful because a 12-year-old, a 10-year-old can fly it. And it's a good investment if you have a business, especially. So I would definitely say this DJI was worth its money. And I'm even looking at the Spark just so after the batteries might die on this, or I might want to go on a longer trip, I have some backups on backups. We'll see how that works. But this is awesome. It's crashed. It's avoided things. It's chipped. It's all good. And I would buy it again and again. And I'm glad that I was pressured by my wife to buy this before going on long trips. So I really knew how to fly it, maneuver it. You can see on my Instagram, Kellen Cash with a K, the different shots I've been taking and, updating. If there's something you want me to capture or a feature you want me to play with, say, hey, how does this work? Let me know, hit me up, and we can definitely make that happen for you so you know which is the best drone for you to buy if you're in the market for a drone. These things are awesome. You have to be careful, though, because I'm looking at like the different countries in Africa, and some countries are very strict. Some countries will take this from you just for arriving into the country, like Morocco. You have to actually declare it. They hold it for you. And if you don't declare it, they take it. And, that's just how they are, how things are in different places. But I would definitely say everyone should have a drone. This is going to be our security system in the future, people. in the near future. That drone's just gonna be following us, make sure we're secure and everything is all good. And then I said, this would be about the DJI Mavic Air update and what I thought and how great this has been to me. But it's also going to be a random rant. So there's so much stuff in the news, and I don't cover every topic just because things are beat to death. Everyone has their opinion on every single thing, whether they have facts or not. And I just don't have the energy to, debate people who don't have facts. People who have alternative facts or watched one movie and got smart. You got to have facts to debate with me. You step in this lion's den, you got to have facts. But some great things have been happening company-wise for us at ColemanPRFirm.com. All type of offers, business offers. Join this organization, which they always do. But some people have had a real genuine heart. These organizations that focus on, certain things. Some of them are good and some of them are just a pure waste of time. When you're networking, I can say it's Random Rant. I can make a whole video about terrible networking organizations that are run by people who are like 65 and up, who aren't using technology to the best of its ability, aren't using young people to the best of their ability. And if your board looks like a nursing home, I know that your organization is dying. It kind of looks like the U.S. government, and even they have more young people than some of these organizations. But some of these organizations say, hey, you have churches who don't have a young person in the pew. Not a person. And they're like, well, how do we do this? And someone, they'll hit a consultant up or someone will say, well, we should do something on social media. And they have no clue and they're against it. You also have business organizations that have no clue. You can go on their YouTube and they have 1 or 2 views. And you're supposed to have a communication board. That means you're incompetent. That means you don't know what you're doing. You have 1 or 2 views on a video for a business organization, which means you should be bringing value to your members, right? So, again, random rant. I love random rants because I don't have to stay on topic. But so many organizations have been hitting us up saying, hey, we really do need help. We know that our organization is dying. What can you do for us? And, we have a solution and we have an invoice to send. I got little kids over here. So if you hear kids, I want all electronics to be over on that side. Okay. Thank you. So, you have ever need someone to vet networking events for you? Let me know, because our organizations, I can tell you, just in their mission statement and their website at the glance, and the lack of internet presence they have, or how their internet presence is awesome, how well they're really doing and how progressive they are. A lot of these organizations they're dead because business is done a different way. News and conversation is done through me sitting at my dining table, holding my drone in the air, which I don't need that anymore. It's not like a security blanket, it's done a different way. And a lot of people they want to stick to the old ways, and the old ways are out. I keep young people around me because I know even at one point my ways will be old and I got to keep the ideas fresh. So, and we don't go against anybody who is older, because we all want to get to that age, but sometimes you have to move out and let the young blood in. And I'm all for that. I want to make so many young entrepreneurs out there, because that's the future. Make a 7-year-old an entrepreneur and an author. Did it. Ha. 8 now. Yeah. Talking to London when she put out her first book at 7, and now she's 8. So that's a big deal when you turn 8. But what are some of the things that are important to me in the news? Are, where is the future of business and around the world. And why do people stay in bad situations? Because some people need an accountant and have the money and don't have an accountant. Some people need to hire a CPA. Some people need to hire public relations, social media strategists, and they have the money and they don't. We're not talking about the people who are just, starting off or dead broke. We're talking about the people who actually have the funds, but they hold on to it like this. And then they waste their money trying to do everything themselves. Whenever I see an entrepreneur and they tell me how much, they're bragging about how much money they have, but they're doing their own social media. They're doing their own invoices. They're doing their own things that bosses don't do all the time, because you got other stuff you got to be doing as an entrepreneur, and that you want to take the slow route and not the fast route. And putting up a team shows me your vision is small. So people say, Kellen, where are you? Why aren't you around or at this event, that event? Man, your vision doesn't line up with mine. My vision lines up from Africa to the Philippines, Africa to Spain, to London, to Brussels. We want to have muscles in Brussels. So if our visions don't line up, you're not going to see too much of me. You're not going to hear from too much of me, because that's just the way life is. It's fast paced. But, I'm loving the progress I'm seeing with the young people bringing in these new ideas. I'm loving this new software. I just saw some software that can basically have a phone conversation with anybody based on how humans talk and the things that you wanted to say. And it's awesome, and we're still going to keep humans with paychecks, as subcontractors and entrepreneurs, working with us. But that software is really replacing a lot of menial labor that no one wanted to do. People start at one level, but they don't want to stay there. And everybody, I think, wants to boss up. Everybody wants to have the option of waking up at 11 a.m. and, getting their John Gotti on, getting their, whoever you think is was big time in your era that you were like, wow, they're free to do what they want. Mark Zuckerberg, whoever you want to say. So that's big for me. As far as what politicians do, I know they're all crooks, so I don't worry too much about that. We know there's corruption all through the system. That's why we say invest not just in this beautiful country, but other countries. China's doing so much in Africa. Well, how could you not do that? So, that's just where the future is. The future is Africa. The future is innovative. So that's, kind of my rant. And I could probably go on and on about who knows what, but that's what's important to me right now, just because business is important. And I think that controlling your destiny and being able to go to sleep and wake up, God willing, when you want is something that I just enjoy. No matter how hard the entrepreneur journey gets, I want to control that destiny, So that's that. The update on the Mavic. You guys can see so much footage in the next couple of months from all over. You can be like, whoa, whoa, whoa. It's like I'm getting my travel legs back with the family. Things are just they're going good. So God bless that. And there's a lot more. I sometimes I just want to get on here and just spew things, and it's a venting session. But I also, more importantly, want to educate and bring not just the hope, but the plan of how to get there. And I bother people like Patrick, who's on here, my brother. I bother people like, hey, is your business set? Is your business set? What's the next step? What is needed? Because I want everybody in my family to be entrepreneurs. Everybody, no matter what they do. It doesn't matter what you do what you love and do it for yourself so you can employ somebody else and help them get to that level, because that's where we're at. That's where we're at. So I'm out, people. Holler at me. Any questions? Kellen Cash on Instagram, Snapchat, Catch me on YouTube, Killing Cash with a K. And, we hope to bring you more. May come back and bring you more now. You never know. Peace. Be blessed.